Hello and welcome. This is everything that's sold in our Blondie and the Beard eBay store, May 2025. I hope you enjoy. At this yard sale, we were able to fill up a bag full of items for only $3. These adorable crocheted Easter bunny baskets were an easy grab, and they sold for $25. At Goodwill for $3 each, we found these plush from Squishland, and they sold for $40. This very sweet figurine of a little boy from Hummel was dated 1948, West Germany. We paid 25 cents and it sold for $40. At our local thrift store, my husband found this beaver pencil sharpener for $3 and it sold for $25. At a yard sale for 25 cents each, we bought these oak photo frames and they sold for $15. This was such a fun yard sale. We found a handful of vintage cast iron piggy banks. She ended up cutting us a deal because we bought them all and probably paid under $1 each. This sweet elephant sold for $22. We found this 1990s framed poster of Dennis Rodman for only 50 cents at a yard sale and it sold for $35. This is a South Beach giant beer pong for adults only. And it was for $1 at our local thrift store and we sold it for 20 bucks. For $1 at an estate sale, we bought a huge box full of jewelry, trinket boxes, earring holders, vintage pill boxes. This mini traveling sewing kit was just one of the items inside, and it sold for $8. This was such a cool find at the Goodwill bins, and I couldn't believe that all these people were passing this by and I got to pick this up. It was a bag, over 20 pins of Disney from Peru, and this one alone sold for $25. We probably paid $5 for the whole bag. I found this at the Goodwill bins for under $1. Without doing any research, I knew I had to buy this because I had this book when I was a little girl and I loved it. I know sales like these aren't huge by any means, but they are still meaningful to me because I always just hope that the buyers are excited to find something that maybe they had from their childhood that brings them happiness and good memories. It's always fun to find these items and I was happy to be able to rehome it. Oh, and I actually still have my original book from when I was a little girl. At our local thrift store, they were selling goodie bags for 25 cents. This bag happened to have these bells with funny quotes on them, and they sold for $10. We had a repeat buyer who bought the 2 solid oak photo frames. Well, they came back and they bought the last 3 that we had. We paid 25 cents for all of them, and this set sold for $22.75.